What is up, all NWSRevolution members and viewers? This is Waylon Smithers, your backstage NWSRevolution news report today. I'm gonna give you my NWSRevolution impact review. Okay, here here we go. The commentators for the show were Josh Matthews and Don Callis, and it was a go-home show before Revolution Mania 4. Okay, the show started with in memory of Cody Brainerd on the Billboard. He was born July 17, 1998, and sadly passed away on March 27, 2019. There was a 10-bell salute with a video highlights pay as well for Cody Brainerd. And I gotta say that it was a nice way to honor Cody Brainerd. Last night was all about uh, in the memorial of Cody Brainerd. As as commentators Josh Mathis, Don Callis say rest in peace, Cody Brainerd, and give their thoughts and prayers to him and how much he meant to them in the NWS. Mathis says tonight will be a tribute to Cody Brainerd, the night which will continue at Revolution Mania 4. Mathis and Callis then said rest in peace, Cody Brainerd, as they won down the match card. Josh Mathis says tonight we will feature Jason the Situation versus Shane McMahon. Then we will see Jesse James Resurrect versus Devin and Demon. Don Callis got on the mic and said we will also see General J versus the phenomenal one AJ Styles and Happy Hound and the Hellhound versus Michael Styles, Minor Mike the Axe Mud in a Tornado Tag Team match. Mathis gets back into mic and says the main event will be the Aces Brothers versus Scott Casey, Gail Esquire, and Stillbob Knight for the Endeavor's Tag Team Championships in the scaffold match. Matheson tells the fans to enjoy the show as he and Callis go to commentate and plug the first match. The NWS roster decided to put their hatred aside and their differences aside as this is a night to honor Cody Brainerd. All matches were dedicated to Cody Brainerd. And the first match was Jason the Situation defeated Shane McMahon. This was the first match as Jason the Situation Shane O'Mac wrestled back and forth as Jason the Situation body slams Shane and gives him elbow drops and an enziguri. Then Shane spares down JTS and gives him a camel clutch and elbow drop. Then a float over DDT and an inverted facelock neckbreaker. Then JTS bites off Shane and chops him in the chest and gives him a bear hug and a tilt-a-roll. Shane then low blows Jason the Situation, gives him a shooting star press, then drags him to the corner, delivers a coast-to-coast as he goes to pin, but Jason the Situation kicks out and Jason the Situation hits Shane with a big boot, then a nerve hold, an STO, and a power slam and clothesline and corner clothesline, then a snake eyes and a spine buster. He drops Shane with the end of days and pins him 1, 2, 3. Winner Jason the Situation via pinfall with end of days. This match lasted 10 minutes. Gotta say it was a good match. I mean, both Shane McMahon and Jason the Situation put their differences aside. It was a good match. I mean, that's what last night was about. Putting their differences aside. And shout out to the mysterious one. Yeah, rest in peace, Cody Brainerd, much love and prayers. And then there were highlights of Cody Brainerd, which shown with superstars giving their thoughts on Cody Brainerd and what he meant to them. And also, so then the night when Cody Brainerd and Scott TC Gale schooled the St. Louis and became tag team champions in 2016. They showed that too. Then backstage, Matt Striker interviews Jesse James Resurrect and asks his thoughts on Dallas. Jesse says he will give his thoughts on Dallas in the promo, and as far as Devin the Demon goes, he will let his actions do the talking in the ring. Jesse says, rest in peace, Cody Brainerd, you will be missed. Then Josh Mathis and Don Callis plug the second match as Jesse James Resurrect defeated Devin the Demon. This was the second match as Jesse and Devin wrestled back and forth with Jesse taking down Devin and giving him a belly-to-belly suplex and a swinging neckbreaker and a death belly driver as Devin takes down Jesse with a hurricane run and a big boot. Devin then locks Jesse in a demon escape, but Jesse does not submit as he gets out of it as he pounds away on Devin until Devin fights Jesse off and plants a chokeslam and tombstone pile driver as he goes to pin him, but Jesse gets his shoulder up and takes Devin down with a missile drop kick and a baseball slide as he delivers a package pile driver for the pinfall winner. Jesse James Resurrect via pinfall with a package pile driver. This match lasted 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Good match between Jesse James Resurrect and Devin the Demon. And then Dallas then was taunting Jesse on the rampway. And then more of Cody Brainerd's highlight was shown. Ian Clean's video package was shown as well as Cody Moose's tribute song to Cody Brainerd. And I gotta say that was a very nice video package that Ian Clean put together. It was a real nice song from Cody Moose. That was very well deserving. I mean, Cody Brainerd. Cody Brainerd was definitely a hero to the NWS. And then Josh Mathis and Don Klaus played the first match. It was a Monsters Ball match. Abyss Mode versus Dallas Counterman. This was the third match as Abyss Mode and Dallas beat the hell out of each other, with Abyss Mode taking down Dallas and tossing him into a stack of steel chairs as he locked him in an Indian deathlock, but Dallas got out of it and locked Abyss Mode in a tarantula as Abyss Mode refused to step in and broke the hold as he got a barbed by a steel chair and hit Dallas on the head with it, busting him wide open. Then Dallas fought Abyss Mode off as they started trading blows. Dallison broke a barbed wire baseball bat over the face of Ian, busting him wide open. I'm in Abyss Mode. Dallison gave Abyss Mode a body splash and beat on him with a candlestick and a steam fan came non-stop as he planted the claymore kick but decided not to pin him as he powerbombed Abyss Mode through three flaming tables. Dallas went to pin him, but Abyss Mode kicked out and whacked Dallas multiple times with a candlestick as Dallas low-blowed Abyss Mode and wrapped the steel chain around his neck, around his fist, and pounded away on Abyss Mode and dumped thumbtacks on the wingmat as he was about to deliver another claymore kick. But Abyss Mode got up and they started punching each other. Then Abyss Mode dropped Dallas for a Black Hole Slam and the thumbtacks for the win. Winner Abyss Mode via pinfall with Black Hole Slam. This match lasted 19 minutes and 26 seconds. And gotta say, this was a very impressive Monsters Ball match. I really enjoyed watching this match, and they really tore the house down in this match. And and then Jesse James resurrected and taunted Dallas on that ramp. And then I went and Smith was showing, giving my thoughts and prayers to Cody Brainerd's family, saying how much Cody meant to me and saying I wish he had the pleasure. I Wade and Smith wish I had the pleasure to interview Cody Brainerd someday. I then said Cody Brainerd was a true icon and legend to the NWS hero and role model to everyone who put his blood, sweat, and tears in the NWS. He is up in heaven wrestling legends like the late, great Macho Man Randy Savage and Bruno Sammartino, King Kong Bundy, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Big Boss Man, British Bulldog, Eddie Guerrero, and he's riding Eddie Guerrero's lowrider. But we're saying Viva la Raza. Cody is also going to have a match up in heaven with the late, great Owen Hart. And then up in heaven, Cody is being interviewed by Mean Gene Okerlund up in heaven, the late, great Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan are calling his matches. I then read a very emotional poem about Cody Brainerd as I started to cry. Rest in peace, Cody Brainerd. You will be missed, but never forgotten. And then Josh Mathis non-counter say it was a great trip as they plugged the next match. It was Happy Hound and Hellhound versus the Miners with Ethan Zobel in the corner. Happy Hound and Hellhound had Paul Heyman in the corner. This is the fourth match as Happy Hound and Hellhound and the Miners wrestled back and forth as Happy Hound and Hellhound clawed the Miners in the faces and then Miners battled back as they gave them the big boot. Miner dropped Happy Hound and Hellhound with the Miner bomb and scars of Miners. Mike dropped them with the Murder bomb, then went to pin him, but they kicked out. Then as two teams started to beat the hell out of each other, then the Miners delivered the double pile driver and went to pin him, but Happy Hound and Hellhound had the pause on the ropes and dropped the Miners with the Doomsday Device correction for the victory. Winner Happy Hound and Hellhound via pinfall with Doomsday Device of corrections. This match lasted 16 minutes and 43 seconds. You got to say, really good tag team match. Very, very enjoyable. It was nice that Happy Hound and Hellhound would put the differences aside and to honor the good friend Cody Brainerd. Then Matt Striker said an emotional tribute to Cody Brainerd and sent his condolences to his family and friends. Tribute videos from fans of Cody Brainerd as well as the NWS roster was shown as well. As Josh Mathis and Don Callis said, Cody meant a lot to everyone as they plugged the fifth match. It was the NWS Intercontinental Championship. General Jerry defeated the phenomenal one AJ Styles. This was the fifth match as Jerry and Styles traded blows, with Styles taking down Jerry and giving him a brain bust and a diving knee drop and a fireman Jerry face bust as Jerry then hit Styles with a face break and face bust and a flapjack as Styles hit Jerry with the payday kick in phenomenal form as Styles locked Jerry in the calf crusher, but Jerry refuses to tap out as he hits Styles with an atomic drop and an uppercut as he took down Styles with a flying headbutt. Then out of nowhere, Styles dropped Jerry with a Styles clash and went to pin him, but Jerry put his foot on the rope as he planted Styles with the atom bomb and locked him in the Steiner profile as Styles submitted. Winning still NWS Intercontinental Champion General Jerry via submission with Steiner profile. This match lasted 17 minutes and 44 seconds. It's gotta say, really good match between General Jerry and 80 stars. And more video tributes to Cody Brainerd was shown from Dallas Kalaman, General Jerry, Zubair, Peter Gilmore did one, and Unigamer did one, and Scott T.C. Gale, aka Scooter St. William, did one as well. Wow. Wow, I mean, and they were very nice tributes, very nice emotional tributes, and very well deserving. And I know Cody Brainerd is watching up in heaven with a smile on his face. And then Josh Memphis Don Callis said Cody Brainerd was an inspiration to everyone as they plugged the Revolution Mania 4 card and main event. And it was the main event, the Aces brothers with Paul Heyman in the corner, defeated Scott Kisco, Esquire, and Still Rob Knight with Shane McMahon in the corner. This was the main event as the Aces brothers waded into Scott Knight as they beat the hell out of them and threw them face first into the scaffold, and then Scott Knight fought back with an aided brainbuster and a double power bomb on the scaffold, and aided leg drop and aided whiplash from the Aces brothers, battled back with an aided wheelbarrow and powerplex as Jack gave elbow stacks to Scott and Knight, and Ian whacked him with a King Bun Cane to Jack. Jack booked the guitar over the head, busting him wide open. Then attempted to toss him into the scaffold, but Scott and Knight battled back with an elevated dropback as Scott pedigreed Ian and Jack, and Knight dropped him with the Knight Star drop. Scott and Knight then hit Ian and Jack in the faces with metal pipe, busting them open as Scott and Knight delivered a demolition decapitation to the Aces brothers on top of the scaffold as they attempted to throw them off, but Ian out of nowhere planted the T-virus and Scott and Knight on top of the scaffold, and Jack dropped them with the dirty deeds, and Ian locked Scott and Knight in the Kimura lock as Jack puts them in a crossface as they get out of it. Aces brothers and Scott and Knight and trade blows. Scott and Knight then make another attempt to pull up the Aces brothers, but they end up eating a 3D and are thrown off the scaffold. Aces brothers win the match and retain the NWS tag team titles. Winning still NWS tag team champions, the Aces brothers via 4-0 opponents off the scaffold. This match lasted 25 minutes and 55 seconds. After the match, the Aces brothers celebrated with the fans. And I gotta say, what a great main event. Both was a really good brutal main event, and the Aces brothers are still the NWS tag team champions, and congratulations to both teams for putting on one hell of a main event. And then Josh Mathis, Don Callis, and Hyper Revolution Mania first it will be held at the Madison Square Garden in New York. And as I say, the tribute to Cody Brainerd will continue. All matches will be dedicated in his honor and memory. And then all the MWS Washington staff came out to put their differences aside for a very well put together, touching tribute video package of Cody Brainerd is shown, with the song "Forever by Your Side" by Needle to Breathe is played. And as our Cody Brainerd promos and highlight matches are shown in interviews, and a narration of what Cody Brainerd meant to the MWS and the fan base. It even showed Cody's debut after the video package was shown, and the NWS Washington fans applauded. Josh Mathis and Don Callis got emotional, said, and as Mathis said, "Rest in peace, Cody Brainerd. You will definitely be missed but never forgotten. You were the true inspiration, angel of the NWS, and your legacy will live on forever." Callis said, "Thank you, Cody Brainerd, for everything you have done. Goodbye, old buddy. You will always be in our hearts, and Godspeed." The show went off the air for "Thank you, Cody" chant. I gotta say that was a really good way to end the show. He was definitely a legend. No doubt about it. I mean, Cody Brainerd had a lot of passion for the NWS, and there will never be another Cody Brainerd, never. And I'm gonna do a $10 salute to Cody Brainerd to end this video. So here it is. When we finally get that. Thank you, Cody Brainerd, for everything you have done. You will always be with us in our hearts. I mean, your legacy and spirit will live on forever. Good night. Thank you for watching, and Godspeed. Thank you. Wayne Smith is out, and I will be back here either Sunday night or Monday to do the Revolution Mania 4 review. You all have a good night. And remember, keep the memory of Cody Brainerd in your thoughts and prayers. Wayne Smith is out.